The 2026 Ford F-150 Raptor R exists at a strange intersection in today's truck market. On paper, it looks like excess, big power, wide stance, aggressive tires, and a price that pushes it out of mainstream territory. But when you step back and look at what it represents, the Raptor R is less about showing off and more about preserving a specific idea of capability that's slowly disappearing. You're watching Pro Auto Analyst, where vehicles are examined for what they mean, not just what they claim. This truck is designed to solve a problem that most people don't technically have, but many still value. How do you build something that can take sustained punishment, operate far from ideal conditions, and still feel cohesive and trustworthy day after day? The Raptor R isn't chasing efficiency records or urban convenience. It's about confidence, mechanical, structural, and emotional. At its core, the Raptor R is a response to the shrinking space for unapologetically robust vehicles. As trucks become more tech-forward and comfort-oriented, Ford uses this model to remind buyers that durability and performance don't have to be mutually exclusive. The Supercharged V8 isn't there for bragging rights alone. It delivers torque in a way that feels immediate and predictable, especially under load or at speed over uneven terrain. That matters when you're climbing, towing in poor conditions, or driving long distances where consistency is more important than peak output. There's a trade-off, of course. Fuel consumption is not a strength here, and Ford doesn't pretend it is. The Raptor R prioritizes power availability and thermal resilience over efficiency. But that honesty is part of the appeal. This truck doesn't ask to be justified, it asks to be used. Comfort is handled with similar restraint. The suspension is engineered to absorb repeated impacts without becoming floaty or disconnected on pavement. Around town, it's surprisingly compliant for something this wide and tall, but it never forgets what it's built for. You feel the mass, you feel the tires. That feedback isn't a flaw, it's information. The seats, controls, and driving position are designed to reduce fatigue over long stints, not to simulate a luxury lounge. Technology in the Raptor R is present, but mostly invisible when it's doing its job correctly. Drive modes exist to adapt throttle, suspension, and drivetrain behavior, but they're tuned around real conditions rather than novelty. Off-road systems assist without taking over. The screens are functional and legible, not theatrical. Ford's approach here is mature. Tech supports the driver instead of demanding attention. Long-term ownership confidence is one of the Raptor R's quieter strengths. This is not an experimental platform. It's built on proven components reinforced for higher stress, and that matters if you plan to keep the truck beyond the warranty window. Parts availability, service familiarity, and a large aftermarket ecosystem all contribute to a sense that this is a vehicle meant to be maintained, not replaced. It's expensive up front, but it doesn't feel disposable. Daily usability is where expectations need to be realistic. The Raptor R fits in fewer parking spaces, and its width requires awareness in tight environments. If your life revolves around dense city driving, this truck will feel oversized. But for people who split time between work, travel, and outdoor use, it adapts better than you might expect. The cabin is practical, storage is thoughtful. Visibility is good for a truck of this scale. It doesn't punish you for using it every day. It just asks that your environment makes sense for it. Future readiness is handled conservatively. The Raptor R isn't chasing electrification trends or over-promising software-driven evolution. Instead, it leans into mechanical relevance and modular tech updates. That may seem old-fashioned, but it aligns with the truck's mission. This is a vehicle you buy because you trust its fundamentals, not because you expect it to transform. The matte green finish says a lot about the Raptor R's personality. It's subdued but purposeful, avoiding flash while emphasizing form and proportion. The design communicates capability without needing decoration. Inside, materials are chosen for durability first, with enough refinement to feel intentional rather than utilitarian. So who is this truck really for? It's for someone who values preparedness over polish, who wants a machine that feels overbuilt for most situations because occasionally that margin matters. It's not for buyers chasing trends, maximum efficiency, or status through novelty. The Raptor R doesn't try to convince you it's the future. It argues, calmly and confidently, that some ideas are still worth holding on to. If thoughtful, long-term vehicle analysis matters to you, consider subscribing. This channel is built for people who plan to live with their cars, not just look at them.